This second one is deeper because but just because you're comparing yourself to somebody else, you don't realize the potentials you have. Comparison kills. Like, it's not going to work, but hello beautiful people, it's Queen B in the building. If you're already a subscriber, kudos to you, you're the best. And if it's your first time here, you're absolutely welcome to the family. Before I go right into this video, I just want to wish everybody Happy New Year! I don't know when this video is going to be going up, but I'm filming this video right now in my cubicle on the 1st of January 2021. Okay, let's get right into this video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys what I learned in 2020 and how I plan on applying those things in 2021 to my life to make it better. And most of these things I actually learned in the late part of last year. The first thing I learned in the year 2020 is that people plan, but only God has the final say. Everybody knows about the COVID-19 situation in the whole wide world. This is like the first thing that has struck the whole world in a very long time. And nobody really had an idea about it. When it was 2019, everybody was excited about the new year, how we are also excited about this new year. But little did they know that COVID-19. And like, I just want you to know that it doesn't matter how much you plan, it doesn't matter what plans you have in stock. If God does not say this one is okay, like, it's not going to work. But that doesn't mean you should stop planning. Planning is very good because when you have a plan, then you are focused. When you are focused, you work towards your goal, and then your life makes a lot of sense. So what I can carry out of this is, like, no matter how much I plan, I still have at the back of my mind that it's possible that something flops, and then I would be able to, have the right state of mind to go about that stuff. And I'm also planning to rely entirely on God this year and not to trust in my own plans and in my own ideas, because man's plan can fail. This second one is deeper because I've actually been struggling with it for a very long time, but would I say I did not admit it, or like I did not recognize it fully? Yeah, and this one is comparison kills. It kills, it drains mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. So I noticed that I compared myself to a lot of people in 2020, and this made me feel like I'm less than what I am. Right now, I know I have a lot of capabilities, but it's not as if I did not know before. But the fact that I was comparing myself, let me use one punchline. I was comparing my behind the scenes to somebody else's highlights. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so I was comparing my life to some people I saw online. Even if I did not admit it, it low-key made me feel like, okay, these people are better than me, these people are doing more than I can do. But actually, that's not the case, because if you work for something, then you will definitely get results. But if you don't expect to get the result that other people are getting. Okay, so let me talk about my YouTube stuff. I started my YouTube channel October 2019. Yeah, and right now I have 327 followers, and then I see somebody who starts maybe January 2020, and then in the next 2 months the person has 1,500 followers. I'm like, how? Okay, there are different principles to this. Maybe the person has friends, or maybe the person is just lucky, or maybe the person is actually putting in the work. So I want to now I want to look at it from the aspect of putting in the work. I wasn't putting in much work because I was not uploading regularly. I was not even learning more to learn how to upgrade my skills. So now I've learned to instead of comparing myself to other people, I've learned that I should actually make them my model, and whatever I see in them that I like, I should not just get envious of it, but I should work towards being a better version. You are trying to be better than them, which of course you can be, but your aim is not to be better than them, but it's to be a better person for yourself. And this should not make you feel bad, but make you feel like there is something lacking and there is something you need to work on. So it got to a point that this YouTube stuff, I took it so personally, to the point that I was not even posting, because I would see people upload videos. I'd be like, oh my god, my heart will literally skip a bit because I've not been uploading videos. And in my mind, it is because I'm comparing myself to them, because I feel like I cannot make up to a standard that they are making, but we are two different people. So that is one of the lessons I learned from the year 2020, and I'm going to work on. Next thing I learned in 2020 is that you can only be the best version of yourself and nobody else. No matter how hard you try to be somebody else, whether consciously or unconsciously, like, you are still going to be the best version when you bring out you, when you put in your own effort, when you bring out your own creative ideas. So if you are trying to compare yourself and when you are not funny, you're not trying to be doing funny things, like I don't even know how to explain, but it won't make sense. So like, just find something you are good at. What I learned from this is like, I should find something I am good at, and I know I'm good at a lot of things, but just because you're comparing yourself to somebody else, you don't realize the potentials you have. Like, there's a saying that goes like this. I don't know if I'm using the exact words, but you can help me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Yeah, if you determine the wisdom of a fish by asking it to climb a tree, then you will make it live the rest of its life like it's stupid. So like, that is not the capability of the fish. Fish is meant to swim in water, and then you're asking it to climb a tree. So like, my main point is that just find something you're good at and be the best at it. You can only be the best you. Moving on to point 4, if you are not growing, you are declining. This actually I realized after reading a book, but like, it's actually the reality, but I did not realize it because, you can only think to the extent at which you have consumed value, the knowledge, okay, whatever. You can only think to that extent. So I wasn't really reading books and stuff. So this year I joined a Christian group, and like, they've been giving us a lot of books to read, and one of the books I'm reading right now is No Excuses, and that book is amazing. That book is great. Okay, so I love the book so much because like, it's changing my mindset a lot, and then it's making me so much excited about 2020 and knowing that I'm going to do a lot of things. So like, there was this statement like, if you are not growing, you are declining. And I noticed that, okay, let me use YouTube as an example, because like, YouTube, right? YouTube is a thing, okay? So like, when I first started posting videos, I was not trying to be better. I was just like, the first knowledge I knew about YouTube, the first editing skill, the first video I made as my intro, the first outro, I was using for every single video. Like, I was not even trying to be better. I was not trying to make a better one. I didn't even know there was need to. But when I was reading this book, I actually realized that it was because I was not putting in enough effort, that I was not getting the result I desired. And like, if I make a video and then I don't really feel good about it, then of course I don't think people would also feel good about it, and then I would not even share the video. And then people, even if there is a chance that somebody would like the video, they would not see it, because like, where can they find it? Yeah. So if you try to improve on your skills, like, you would also be confident in what you are doing, because you are getting better. The goal is not really to be perfect, but like, to be progressing. We don't want to be on the same spot for too long. So I'm taking this into 2021. Okay, the 5th lesson I learned from 2020 is that the people you surround yourself with matters a lot. I knew this thing from quite a very long time ago. I'm a kind of person that I love quotes, and like, I think quotes come naturally to me. Like, sometimes I say something, I'm like, oh, somebody has said it before. Maybe I'm a motivational speaker. So like, the fact that the people you surround yourself with matters a lot. I'm saying that because like, this year 2020, I've been almost all by myself in this place, and like, I just have very few friends around. And I noticed that when I was in school, like, I was very serious. I was like trying to read better, but this holiday period, it was more difficult for me to read because there was no motivation. I know that should not be an excuse, but when you are in class and then you see people like, oh, this person is answering this question, this person knows this, then you actually push to try to do more, to be a better person, to try to study more. But when there is nobody, you feel like you know it all, and you feel like there's no even need. So like, I made a lot of excuses about this particular thing, and then I was not really putting effort into my situation. And then I'll make excuse like, maybe if I want to make a YouTube video, I'll be like, okay, there's nobody to film me, I don't have the right equipment. This equipment I am using right now is the same one that I had like for a very long time. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between this video and my other videos. So I would always make excuses like, I don't have the people around, like the people are killing my vibes. But in this year, I'm like, nobody can kill my vibe. I am the vibe creator, okay? I'm the one that's going to create my vibe. And the last but not the least is, you really have no excuse. You really have no excuse. Like whatever that thing has been, that okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I don't have the right this, I don't have the wrong that, I don't have this and that. Like that is just trash, because like what is the right thing? Who define the right thing? And I noticed that many of the excuses that we give is just because we are lazy. It's just because we don't have a particular goal. It's just because we are not focused on what we want to do. We've not really sat down to like see that thing happening or see that thing manifesting and knowing what greatness is going to bring into our life. So because we've not seen all those things, we don't see the need to put in effort. But when you see a goal and you're like, this thing makes sense, go, like naturally you would always move towards it. So like, you don't have to make excuses. I made a lot of excuses in 2020 and I'm not doing that this year, this 2021. 2021 is going to be a different year. I have so many goals planned out. This is not the first time I'm having goals, but like this year is just different. I have a different mindset. I have a different future in mind. Like everything is just going to be awesome. And like I have a lot of goals written down. And this year I plan to share my journey with my subscribers. So if you've not joined the family and you are watching this video, make sure to click that subscribe button right now. Okay, have you done it? Okay, thank you. I am positive that this year is going to be one of the best years so far. So like I have a lot of goals. I'm not going to be saying them now, but as time goes on the channel, I'm going to be revealing them to you small by small, poco a poco, umpo baddest. With that, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to encourage you with my little stories, and so I hope that you love this video. And if you do, please give this video a very big like. Share this video if you learned something from it and if you think somebody might benefit from it. And I will see you next time. Love you. Mwah. Oh my god, I feel like I'm talking too fast. Okay, but it's okay. But as time goes on the channel, I'm going to be really